What's up, guys? It's Clown Fighter here. Guys, today I'm just going to be breaking down this analysis and looking at 2 points of views, guys. We're going to be looking at Anthony Joshua's current mind state, and we're going to look at Daniel Dubois. A couple of things. Has Daniel Dubois quit in his fights? Will he quit again? And yeah, we're just going to go through it. So this is a segment that was on the TalkSport channel. This is Simon, Derek Chisora, and Spencer, I think. So yeah, guys, I'm just going to break this down and give you my take.
Now, obviously coming up on September 21st is a huge heavyweight fight. You and I spoke again about 7 months ago when we did our upfront stuff about Joshua. And I put it to you where you thought Joshua was. And you said to me, I don't know if he wants it enough anymore. Where are you now on this fight with Joshua versus Dubois?
Hold on. I didn't say that, did I?
You did.
Say I don't think he wants it anymore.
You felt that...
No. Do you think I say that?
I felt that you felt that he wasn't as hungry as he once was. And that some of it might
When
be
did I say that, Simon?
When we did the upfront podcast in November. You weren't as specific as people like Carl Froch and Barry McGuigan and other people that said lights have gone out. No, you did, mate.
Yeah.
No, you did.
I know this schmuck.
do you want the actual quote? Made enough money that the hunger was gone. That's what you said. That's the absolute quote that you made. So it's not a case of me making up to get a rise out of you. That's what you said.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is now, given that you thought that potentially maybe some of the hunger was gone, which is a fair observation at the time, right? Where are you now with Anthony Joshua, given the fact he's gone back in and fought Franklin, he's fought Hellenius, he's fought Wallin, and he's disposed of Ngannou like Fury should have done the first time round. Where are you now with Joshua?
In the sense of like...
Where he's at performance-wise, hunger-wise.
Do you think he's back now? Do you think he's fully rehabilitated?
I think he's back now.
Right.
For the simple reason, because the last time we had this conversation was he was training in Dallas. You remember? Yeah, he was training in Dallas.
Right.
And now he's gelled with somebody which they speak the same language. And the language is they will sit down and video when he's doing pads, and they will sit there and say, what are you doing that for? What are you doing that for?
So guys, basically Derek Chisora is saying AJ has now been rehabilitated. As you know, guys, he's had these psychological losses. He's had these 2 losses, mainly obviously with Usyk. He did lose to Ruiz once as well, and since then he kind of got affected mentally. Now he's done a big rebuild, guys, over the past year or 2. He's obviously fought Jermaine Franklin. He fought Robert Hellenius, Otto Wallin, and now obviously Francis Ngannou. And from where AJ was to where AJ is now, especially with the link up with Ben Davison, they are very meticulous. They have got AJ now into the correct mind state, so-called correct mind state. And this is basically Derek Chisora, who is very close with Anthony Joshua, kind of reinstating that AJ's mentally right now, he's in the right mind. AJ's problem has been the mental side. It hasn't really been the physical side. As I said, guys, I do focus a lot on the mental side on my channel, the psychological side. And I do believe that's 90% of fighting, guys. If you're not right in the head, you'll lose most of your fights, so things can go wrong. You do need to be psychological right. And what Derek Chisora said is AJ is on the correct path. He's got all the things in order. Ben Davison, a very meticulous trainer, guys, pointed things out to AJ that other trainers might not have done. Remember, AJ switched trainers about 2, 3, 4 times. Now he's found the right one that's molding with him, and he's doing well. So yeah, let's carry on.
Listen, me and you know Joshua better than most because we've been in and around him for a long, long time since he started his boxing career.
Not you.
I've guided him and helped him. He's just been there. But anyway, right. So we know him better than most, and Joshua is one of those guys that is like he's like a sponge, isn't he? He takes in a lot of advice, soaks it all up, and he needs someone that's meticulous in what they do. Ben Davison does that. He leaves no. And for Anthony Joshua, psychologically, that's why he's in such a great place right now. Because of that, because Josh don't like anything left unturned.
So interesting there what Spencer Oliver is saying. He's basically saying AJ, he doesn't like anything unturned before a fight. He wants to make sure he covers everything, and psychologically he's been with Ben Davison now probably for over a year. I'd reckon it's coming towards a year or a bit over. And since the Otto Wallen performance, guys, you could see that AJ is now up. We've only seen 2 real performances with while he's with Ben Davison. That was with the Otto Wallen and the Francis Ngannou. And you can see that AJ is now clicking, firing on all cylinders. He's got a lot of experience now, and he knows what to do. He doesn't get flustered mentally. So this is what's making AJ a dangerous AJ. AJ is not. People just said when he lost to Ruiz or Usyk, AJ will never be the same. He's not mentally there, but he's regained the mental side, guys. And I said the mental side is everything in this game, guys. The mental and psychological side is massive. For me, from what I can see from AJ, he has more than fixed that now, guys. He's got that back, that fire, that hunger, and that makes a very dangerous Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
What I mean, you have a good relationship with Anthony Joshua. What have you seen in him in the last 12 months? What changes have you seen in him as a fighter? Ignore the November conversation that you and I had, and just look at the overall 12 months in terms of what he's done and what changes he's made that may be a signalling of a new opportunity for Anthony Joshua.
I think the changes he's made is that Ben Davison,
yeah.
The people around him now, he's still the same people around him, but he's understanding. They're listening to him as well.
They've gelled now. And that's important.
Yeah, do you understand?
Are you seeing a difference in him? Is he changed the way that he's operating? Has his intensity gone up a level? Has his awareness of some of the challenges that he might have
Put it
had?
this way, let me explain something to you. He was not knocking out his sparring partners. Now he's knocking them out.
Right, and why is that?
Ben Davison.
Solely Ben Davison.
Yeah.
So basically, Derek Chisora is saying before the Ben Davison link up, while he was still learning with... so AJ's had a lot of trainers, guys. He's obviously started off with Rob McCracken. He changed to Robert Garcia. Then he went to Derek James. And now obviously he's gone a full circle and come back to like Ben Davison, who's obviously UK based. He used to be Tyson Fury's trainer. And what Derek Chisora is basically saying is that rebuilding process of AJ has allowed AJ now to get mentally right. He wasn't knocking his sparring partners out before, but now AJ is actually knocking sparring partners out. So Derek's basically saying it in a blunt way. AJ is on mentally, he's back right or where he should be.
What's your thoughts on Anthony Joshua over the last 12 months, as in with the changes that he's made and where he's sat right now in his boxing career, on his last couple of performances?
For what my opinion is worth in comparison with your two opinions.
No, but I'm just curious to know where you think he's sat right now.
I don't think it's ever been an issue with Anthony Joshua physically. I never felt that Anthony Joshua wasn't physically capable of knocking people out. I thought he was mentally concerned about what was happening to him. So when I see him fight Franklin, and when I saw him fight Hellenius, and when I saw him fight Wallim, I felt to myself, these are decent fights, but none of these fighters have really stuck it on him. And none have really taken him into the red zone, which my question is, when Anthony Joshua gets put into that red zone, and a question gets really asked of him, will he have the deep-seated belief or the desire to do what he did against Klitschko, which is pick himself off the floor, and to do other things that he's had to do to win fights?
I think that you felt that he had become gun-shy and he wouldn't get that back. But I think that now he's proved a lot of doubters wrong, because in his performances you can see actually he is letting those comments. I mean, look, we had that conversation maybe 12 months ago. He said he'll never be a 3-time world heavyweight champion.
That's true.
And now I think...
No, absolutely, that's true. And I thought at the time that he does let his hands go now. But the opposition that he's faced, and I don't want to diminish anything he's done, the question is not now that he's prepared to let his hands go, is what happens when he gets taken into a dark place. Now, Eddie doesn't understand the observation I made about PTSD, which was, I understand if a heavyweight hits another heavyweight on the chin, there's a possibility whoever they are in the world, they're going to go. Right? That's not the point I've made. My point is that if you get hit and you've not been knocked down or knocked out, but you've still been taken into a place that reminds you of what's happened to you before, does Anthony have the mental resolve to overcome the adversity that might be coming his way with Daniel Dubois? Do you think he does?
Yes.
You do?
He's mate.
Okay. Guys, I'm just going to touch on this, I'll be honest, guys, I don't like this Simon Jordan guy. I think he chats a lot of bollocks half the time, but because he's in this breakdown, I have to touch on this guy. So basically what he's asking is, look, we've seen AJ now. fight person after person after person, yeah. His last two performances is his best performances in terms of what he's done to the opponent. Otto Wallins kind of stopped him. Francis Ngannou demolished him. And what Simon Jordan here is saying is basically, we haven't seen AJ get pushed to that red zone where he's been tested with someone sticking it on him. But when he does get there, what's going to happen to him then? If someone does clip AJ on the top of his head, it could be someone like Daniel Dubois, who knows, maybe not. Is AJ going to like have the mental fortitude now to carry on? And Derek Chisora goes, yeah, he will. And to be honest with you guys, when you've gone through that mental rebuilding process, if you look back at Joshua's fights, yes, you could say in the Ruiz fight, he got knocked down multiple times, and then some people say he quit. With the Usyk fight, he had a mental breakdown. But if I have to give my view on it, I don't think AJ is the type of guy, like, if he gets hit, even if he gets dropped, he's shown countless of times in countless of fights. AJ doesn't stay down. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, Daniel Dubois does stay down. Whereas AJ, give me a fight, name me a fight where AJ's got hit and he doesn't want to get back up. Give me the fight. Okay, let's look at AJ's losses. No, let's not even look at his losses. Let's look at AJ being dropped. AJ got dropped by Vladimir Klitschko. First time ever, I think. And AJ showed resolve to get up from that fight, stick it on Vladimir Klitschko and win that fight. Next, guys, AJ got dropped in the Ruiz fight, the first fight. Now, look, Ruiz beat AJ that day, battered him. And I don't know, a lot of people said AJ quit. But one thing I will say is AJ got up multiple times. He probably knew he was about to lose. I don't know, maybe it was some mental issue at that time. But the only area is in the corner, the referee came to him and then AJ, maybe it's because he's been dropped so many times, but he did act like he wanted to continue. He was waiting on the ref. The referee stopped it. The difference is, guys, between AJ and Dubois, in my opinion, is, and then even in the Usyk fight, he never got dropped. Obviously, he went 12 rounds and he couldn't beat Usyk with the skill level of boxing. But the difference is we've seen Dubois being dropped twice. Joy Joyce, now the Joy Joyce one, guys, is an eye socket damage, yeah. I can't personally say he quit in that fight. But if you ultimately want to look at it, you could say that. And the second time Daniel Dubois was the Usyk fight, similar sort of thing. He went down. He decided to stay down. He didn't want to get up. He was hurting too much. We've seen that in Daniel Dubois. I don't say that's there with him now. But one thing you got to say with AJ, guys, even back then, guys, AJ was never really the quitting type. So if AJ does get it stuck on him, I don't think AJ is going to just quit, guys. He's going to continue. So I agree with Derek here.
The fight with Daniel Dubois, everybody thinks it's going to be a walk in the park. I don't think so, because Daniel is trained.
Yeah.
And then AJ knows that. And then it's going to be a good fight.
Listen, you've been in the ring with both of them. You share the ring with both of them. So you would understand strengths and weaknesses. You're saying there it will be a good fight. Let me ask you a question. Does Daniel Dubois have what it takes to knock Anthony Joshua out going into this fight? Do you think that, what I'm saying is, a lot of people see it as a very one-sided fight. Anyone that's in the industry understands that Daniel has a great chance. No.
Fight.
Do you not?
No, I don't.
No, I don't either.
Do you see this fight going beyond 6 rounds?
I think it ends in 6.
Do you?
Yeah.
And so I'm assuming that you think Anthony Joshua is going to stop him inside 6 rounds.
He has to.
He has to?
He has to.
Why does he have to?
Because Daniel's easy to heat.
So there you go, guys. Derek Chisora basically is saying AJ has to stop Daniel Dubois. He has to stop him. Reason being is Daniel Dubois is easy to hit. So fair point there, guys, that AJ needs to stop him. And obviously Derek says 6 rounds. Now, I'm not disagreeing with what Derek's saying. AJ probably does need to stop Dubois. The reason being is, the later the fight goes, guys, I'm not saying AJ can't beat Dubois on points or whatever, but that's where Dubois gets a chance to get into the fight, guys, because we've seen Dubois keep his power all the way from round 1 to round 12. We've seen that with Miller, guys. He doesn't seem to lose his power. That's one thing with Dubois. Now, with AJ, guys, we've seen in his performances, if he comes out and he chooses to use a boxing style and he stays on the back foot, which he hasn't done in a while, and other fights, guys, where he's been dragged on like towards the end, we can always see AJ tiring a bit. It's always there. But if AJ hits you flush, like the way Derek Chisora is saying here, and gets you in the right spot, AJ's got the ability to shut the lights out. So I don't know about he has to, but I can see where Derek's coming from here.
To hit?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
What kind of 12 months do you think Daniel's had? Because we saw Daniel fight Usyk.
Yeah.
And he made a decent fist of that fight. And if you listen to Frank Warren, then you would believe that. Did you think it was a low blow, by the way, against Usyk?
Listen, if Daniel hit Usyk, we're right here.
Yeah.
Without the rubber band.
It's not a low blow.
What? That shot?
That shot was not a low blow.
It was a low blow.
It was on the belt line. It was up here.
You thought it was...
So guys, in terms of the Daniel Dubois shot with Usyk, was it low, was it high? Again, I'm not going to go into this on this video. I've done this before. Check my breakdown I made on that a while ago. Was that a low blow or not? I got my own view. I agree with Spencer personally, but again, you can make the case it was a low blow. But you can check the video out if you wanna see what my view is.
Low blow,
It was a low blow.
Yeah. Have you seen any material changes in Dubois? Because
I haven't been to the gym because I said I was
no,
there.
but you've watched him fight. So you've seen him fight Gerald Miller, which is a fight that I thought...
Yeah, I was there.
It's a fight he should have won, right?
It's a Gerald Miller, yes, I was there.
Hrgović.
I think with Hrgović is that Hrgović took his eye off the ball because he sparred Daniel so many times and he thought he was sparring the same guy.
Well, he gave him a lecture, didn't he, about being a schoolmaster?
Yeah.
I'm going to take you to school.
Yeah. And then, even if you hear his corner come back say, Hrgović used to double jab and check the right hand, you're not doing what we practice. Because his ego went in the way. And then after that, Daniel kept on hitting him. He's got a massive cut, and then Daniel won the belt.
So Derek's just talking about the Daniel Dubois fight, guys, with Hrgović and Miller.